we move from one GOP presidential candidate to another who's about to be, which is Mike Pence, and we'll also get to in this segment Chris Christie. He confirmed that on Wednesday he'll be running for president, or announcing his run for president in Iowa.
If we ride 50 miles into the state fairgrounds, yes. If that doesn't say I'm running for president, I don't know what is. Are you ready to make it official?
Well, we're looking forward to being back in Iowa next Wednesday.
Yeah.
Karen and I spent a lot of time over the last 2 years reflecting and frankly praying about where we might next serve our country after our years in Congress, our years as governor of Indiana, and years as vice president. And we've come to a decision. I thought there'd be no better place to announce our decision than right here in the Hawkeye State.
Now, let me ask you.
It is just so fascinating to see how someone like Mike Pence, who's watched the way that the Trump party has turned on him, and he's going to get in, which, jump in. It would be great if he could criticize Trump, but he's not really going to, as we've seen him in the past, aggressively. He'll mildly criticize Trump for sicking a mob on him on January 6th, but not anywhere close to what you would do if you understood, if you actually believed the things that Pence will say about how terrible the day January 6th was, because of both what happened and what it represented in the assault on democracy, with Trump lying about the election, attempting to install himself president for 4 more years despite the fact that he lost, and all of that. And there is a whole lot of ground to criticize Trump, as I mentioned with the DeSantis segment, in so many areas, and for Pence in particular on the subject of Trump's anti-democratic actions. But Pence knows he can't really win within this current GOP if he does that. So then he has the kid gloves on when it comes to criticizing Trump on that subject of attempting a coup in 2020 and 2021 to keep himself president, even though he lost. And so then if you're not willing to criticize him there, and you were on board with all of his policies because you were his vice president for all of those years, where is your lane? What's your message? We'll see. And it's going to be interesting, all of this. But Pence is another example of someone who is not brave enough, it seems, to criticize Trump as much as he should, even though he did bravely do what he should have on January 6th. And also doesn't have the current underlying support in the party that you would need to do the kind of, I'm not criticizing, I'm just so popular that I'm going to get the nomination myself. But we move from Pence to Chris Christie, the former governor of New Jersey. This is from CBS News. Former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie is expected to announce his 2024 presidential bid next Tuesday in New Hampshire. Multiple sources familiar with the former governor's plans confirmed to CBS News. Longtime allies of Christie have formed a political action committee to support him, called Tell It Like It Is, to reflect Christie's direct delivery and persona. So Chris Christie is someone who also ran as Trump did in the 2016 GOP primary, lost to Trump, endorsed Trump, but since then has become an anti-Trump Republican. And Chris Christie is another person who doesn't have any shot of winning, but he's different than Pence because he'll actually criticize Trump. And he does have that kind of tell it like it is energy. He's more aggressive. He's a better debater. He's better at throwing out those attacks, I think. And so that is going to be a far more interesting campaign than Pence is, where he'll be able to actually go at Trump, actually call out Trump. And it's not going to win him the nomination, but it maybe will damage Trump's campaign as he enters the general election. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to be a part of what makes this show possible, plus get access to the full video version of the show hours before all the clips are able to be uploaded to the YouTube channel, plus get the bonus show on the weekends, you can do so by going to lukebeasleyshow.com/membership. That's lukebeasleyshow.com/membership, and there's a link in the description.